Welcome to the Nintendo Ninja Show. I'm your host, Chris Dices, and it's nice to relax a bit more. We're doing kind of three Nintendo Ninja shows in a row because our last one was only a few days ago. And we're doing two a little bit different. Not much Nintendo news happening, and Nintendo story is going a bit quiet because we've pushed out so many episodes. I thought that I wouldn't want to harass you too much. So we're not going to be talking about what's going on in my own life because we got a whole other episode to that straight after this. So we have a discussion about Mighty Number 9. And sadly, it has turned out to be a terrible release, which is very, very sad. As you've heard in the news, the developer and the person who is producing it, Kenji Infern, the developer. I think we all know him, who helped create and pretty much created Mega Man. Now, sadly, there has been a lot of problems with this game. $4 million was crowdfunded by Kickstarter. And in the years since it has been done, it has been terrible. To keep it short, 3 years of work on a $4 million game, and it's turned out to be basically problems. The 3DS version has not come yet. A few other versions are coming on. The Xbox 360 version has problems. The Wii U version suffers from framework issues, loading times, and actually bricking consoles. And I've heard from a couple of people here and there, which is not very good. Now, of course, the reviews have been pretty average. GameSpot giving it 5 out of 10. Most scores have been 5 or 6 out of 10, or even lower than that. And it has been very, very poor. I think the highest one was by EGM, which was 7.5. IGA gave it 5.6. Video Gamer 5.6. Game Informer 6 out of 10. And Destructoid 6.5 out of 10. So, I think that's the sad thing about it. And Mighty Number 9. That is a terrible name for a game too. That's another fail on that. And what we're seeing is a game that has been poorly made. Now, let's have a look at a couple other Kickstarters, a couple other well-known games that's come out. You look at Shovel Knight. That game has been out for a couple years now. It was successful on crowdfunding. And they just released news of more download content that is still being made after a year or two since Shovel Knight has been released. And it's amazing that all this content is free. They could have charged money for it and made it. Yacht Club, sort of the studio people there. And yet they didn't. And that's probably like the best example of crowdfunded stuff there, which is very, very sad. Then you also have Yooka-Laylee by Playtonic Games. And you've seen the trailers and things like that, and it's looking exactly as it should be. There's been a little delay until next year, but there seems to be a complete faith that the old people at Rare, who have come together to form the studio, can get their stuff together. There's nothing that's been said or done or seen that puts any doubt in anyone's mind that this is going to be a great release. Yooka-Laylee coming out early next year, 2017. With Mighty Number 9, it looks terrible. And that is a very, very sad thing. It's quite sad. And I wonder why. It looks terrible. Where did all the money go? Why did it have so many delays? They tried to push things out with merchandise and things like that. They tried to scam more money for a download content. after delaying the game a couple times. I don't think this will be a franchise. I think this is going to be a one-off game that tried to emulate Mega Man and did a very, very poor job. And it is very, very sad for the people who backed it, because it is a horrendous game. And, you know, I just hope there are more games like Yooka-Laylee and Shovel Knight that actually does a good job of Kickstarter and all that sort of stuff. So it's going to be sad, but that's the way it is. So this game is a massive fail. I probably wouldn't recommend it to anyone, especially Mega Man fans, because they will get even more upset by playing the game. And they have successfully scammed $4 million out of a lot of people, sadly. So, well, lucky I didn't back it. So, that's it for Nintendo Ninja News show for today. It's our shortest episode ever at 6 minutes, which is funny how we started this show and it was all the way out to half an hour, so I guess it's very interesting. So that's it from me, and I'll see you later on.